Hi, this is Chris from Cook in Rio, and in this video we're going to talk about the best places to eat in Ipanema and Rio de Janeiro. And there are a lot of places because Ipanema is probably one of the most cosmopolitan, sought after, and famous neighborhood in Rio. So a lot of places are high quality. You can find all kinds of types of food establishments for you to enjoy during your visit to Rio de Janeiro. So let's take a look at our map of Rio de Janeiro. So Rio's this big area over here, right? Oh, it's a lot of area. You can even see the avenues yet. And then this, in this corner called Zona Sul, this is all Zona Sul, right? South Zone, is several neighborhoods and the three famous ones, right? This is Botafogo, Sugarloaf is over here, and Corcovado Christ statue is over here. So let's start off with one of my favorite ones, and it's called Ipanema, the girl from Ipanema. So they specialize in one thing and one thing only, and it's this dish called brasileiro. Picanha is a Brazilian type steak, as you can see over here, and it's served on a skillet. It's served with rice, fries, vinaigrette, farofa, which is edible sand. Of course, it's not made out of sand, but it looks like that. And best had with a beer or a caipirinha. Look at that. That's an incredible photo of what you can expect. So the place isn't a high class, trendy, it's just a traditional steak place. And we have lots of these around Brazil. And so I wouldn't eat any of the other things on the menu there. Every time I go, I just focus on eating their specialized dish. It costs around 180, maybe 200 reais, which is around $40. It serves two to four people depending. If you're a family with two small kids, you can just order one. It'll be sufficient for everyone. If you're two large size men, then that'll be enough for two people. A definite must for everybody visiting Rio. Another tradition that's very common in Rio is the galito, which is a spring chicken. So it's a smaller chicken, and also this is a street type on the side of the street type place. So it's great for after beach. After you've been to the beach, it could be any time. There'll be, this place is working. It works from like 10 a.m. till midnight. So you can just come here after the beach, all still with sand all over your body, still dripping from the ocean, and just sit here on the sidewalk and enjoy an amazing galito, which is this dish. And they have one thing that really stands out, which is their sauce. This little sauce that they serve on the side, and they charge extra, right? And only one person in the world has a recipe, the owner. It's a story. There's a story behind this. The owner's wife was in town while her husband, the owner, was in Portugal on a trip. She called him and said, "We're out of the molho, the sauce, the picante, the spicy sauce. Can you send me the recipe? I'll make some more." And he's like, I don't share it with anybody. I'm going to mail you some sauce. So he, from Portugal, put it in, said a FedEx, shipped it over to Brazil. It got there in 2 or 3 days, and it saved the restaurant because they were running out of the sauce. But he didn't even want to share with his wife, who they've been married for over 50 years. So that's how special this sauce is. Now let's talk about another type of establishment that's famous all over Brazil, and it's the food by the pound, food by the kilo, right? And it's a concept, I don't know why it hasn't taken over the world. It's so rational, it's so sensible. It just, it matches everybody's appetites. You put food on a plate, weigh it, and you pay according to the weight. So whatever it is that you want, and you eat as much or as little. And Rio is also big on this. And one of the best places in Rio, or especially in Ipanema, but also in Rio, is a restaurant called Frontera. Also in Ipanema, type of place that you can just go with a bunch of, especially if you're traveling with a large group of people that can't pinpoint exactly what they want to eat, and you can have all kinds of foods, just like a buffet. And it runs around $20 per kilo. Most people eat 1 pound. So like half a kilo, so you'll be spending around $10 to eat really well-made food, and varied, so they have everything from sushi to pizzas to steaks, it's just worth a visit. Now, if you're into street food, definitely look for Arabic food joints, street food joints around Rio, and especially also in Ipanema. Rio has a large population of Arabic influence, so Arabic immigrants from the Middle East moved in over 120 years ago, so this is before any of the great wars, and they established and they kept on the tradition. So Arabic food is big all over Rio, and of course you're going to want to try. I'll show you. It's American football shaped wheat with a beef filling inside. And it's fried and then baked. And usually you sprinkle some lime on it. And a 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒 there's two types. There's an open 𝐓𝐇𝐈𝐒, which is any of these, or the closed one, which is this one over here. This place that I recommend is Farage, is probably top. This is the place, it's a street food joint. The beer here is amazing also, so you do have a 𝐶𝐄𝐏, which is the draft beer. These three are the best things that they have to offer, and the place is very simple, but it's a street food joint. Incredible, and they have amazing 𝐶𝐄𝐏. If you're going to have a 𝐶𝐄𝐏, which is draft beer, have it here, order the Brahma one, and you can have it standing up and watch people passing by. Just a great joint, and you can try any of the 𝐓𝐶𝐈𝐒s that they have here. They have roughly 8 different flavors. They have spinach, they have just a cheese, they have a chicken, 𝐓𝐶𝐈𝐒, and sausage, and so on. So they have various flavors. Try them all. Amazing place. Now, if you're looking for a romantic restaurant to go and just enjoy like amazing food, beautiful ambience, then do check out Zaza Bistro. It's been around for over 20 years, and it's one of the few places in Rio that gets a line outside. I think there's 4 or 5 places in Rio that you have to fight for a table, and this is one of them. So it's really incredibly cozy, cute place, very well decorated, very good food. Let me show you photos. So yeah, this is Zaza. It's a house on the corner. Very well decorated. All the food is trendy and classy and very well selected ingredients. The chefs are some of Rio's best. The decoration has influence, and the foods are all a mix of Brazilian and international fusion dishes. Definitely worth a try. It's just a great place, to hang out for a night and eat very well. So yeah, this is Zaza Bistro. So yeah, do consider it. And that's the decoration. Very fun place. Now another place to. Now, if you want to go all out and just go for incredible seafood, you can choose very classy, very pricey, but definitely worth the investment. And you can have everything from lobster to oysters to scallops to large shrimp and scampi. And so it's just one of those places where you can just eat Italian-style seafood and enjoy the heck out of it. And that's also in Ipanema. Very good place. Now another place, if you're looking for food or just healthy food or just that has those options, vegan, vegetarian, and obviously healthy and keto recipes, then consider New Natural, also in Ipanema. It's not the place, but it's not bad either. New Natural has been around for over 30 years, and it's a food by the pound type place where you can just put as much as you want on your plate. And now let's talk about some other places that are also on our list. If you want to just have a beer and socialize more than focus on the food, then Puro Brasa is your place to go. It's a hangout bar. Everybody's there every day. I don't know how they manage to fill up every single day, on a Monday, on a Tuesday. Every day there's people there, and their appetizers and all the dishes are very good also, but it's really more of a appetizer type destination. Yeah, so this is the inside. On the outside, there's even more people hanging out. It's just a great place to hang out. And yeah, so they picanha, and they have great steaks that they serve. Definitely worth a visit. Le Poulet is a French little place, but also very cute. Great, for a romantic place to eat. These photos don't do it justice, and I don't think any of them do. That's such a shame, but the place is very well decorated, and you can just have amazing food. And it isn't that expensive, for the quality of food that you're having. And last but not least, from the same owners as Lestra Bar, which is now a pizza place. And yeah, there's a pizza that they serve, the new wave of long fermentation style pizza, with a crusty, almost charcoal flavored border, which I love, and prosciutto, so it's a very classic place. If you want to go for a pizza, just a great pizza, this is probably my recommendation if you're looking for a pizza in Emma. It'll be Kabar. And last but not least, one place that's not in this list, and it should be, but it's my favorite place in Rio de Janeiro, is called La Veronese. It's a pasta place that makes pasta and serves pasta, and this is what they're famous for. Their little pizza. It's about this big, okay, the pizza. They run for $2 each, and there's only one flavor, which is, you guessed it, margarita. There's no need for any other flavor when it comes to pizza, because that is the gold standard. And theirs is amazing. And I was trying to, when Anthony Bourdain was in town, The producers asked me, where do you want to take him? I said, to this place. And they're like, no, we're not going to take him to a pizza place. But he has to try this, and, because I know he would agree, And they forced me to take him somewhere else, and it was such a shame because I knew that he would just go bananas over this. He would just love this place, And all the other things that they have there is very good, especially this down here, the palmier. Let me see if I can find a good photo of it. But the pizza is just incredible. And they have fresh pasta also. If you're staying at an Airbnb, get some pasta over here and then just eat it. You can even eat it raw. It's that good, So there's a pizza again. Let me see if I can find a photo of there. Such a shame they don't have it. It's according to my mom, is the best palmier in the world. And she used to think there was one in Budapest that was the best. There we go. This is it. This is the palmier. This cookie for you to have with your coffee is just incredible. You buy a bunch of them for almost nothing. And this is my favorite place. And it should be on this list that I made, funnily. But I forgot to put La Veronese, so I'm putting it here in this video. I hope you enjoy the heck out of Ipanema. Look at our site and our blog for more content and ideas and suggestions on everything related to food in Brazil and, of course, Rio de Janeiro. My name is Chris. Book a class with us. We have a tasting tour, we have a guided dinner, and we have a fruit tasting tour. So we have 4 products for you to enjoy while you're in Rio to make the most of your time, and then so you don't miss out on all these incredible places to eat and things to eat while you're in Brazil. So this covers all the places that I recommend in Ipanema. This is the recommendations from Cook in Rio. We have 4 products. So if you're a foodie, if you're coming to Rio, or if you're in Rio, look for our cooking class, our tasting tour, where you get to try 33 different unique Brazilian foods and everything from small candies all the way to different types of cuts of meat and steaks, with lots of drinking and obviously all the liqueurs and fruit liqueurs that we have, and of course beer. We cover 33 different things over 3 hours. Just an incredible experience. We have a guided dinner where we take you to 𝐊𝐇𝐈𝐒, which is a Brazilian steakhouse, and you just eat for 3 hours nonstop without exploding. We have a system. We have a sequence that our food guides take you through so that you can enjoy a little bit of everything and eat and at the right amount. And of course, everything is paired to the best South American wines. We start with whites, move on with sparkling wine, then we move to white wines and red wines, and then we finish with some after dinner liqueurs. And of course, we also have Brazilian desserts. And last but not least, we have a fruit tasting tour. This is for hardcore foodies. If you are into unique flavors, really exotic tropical flavors, consider our fruit tasting tour. Over 2 hours, you'll taste roughly 18 different tropical, hard to find Brazilian fruits that you won't find in most places around the world, at least easily, and you can try it all there at a fruit market. So this is Chris from Cook in Rio. We hope you book one of our tours when you come to Rio, or if you're in Rio, and look at our blog, cookinrio/food, for all the food tips for Brazil and Rio de Janeiro. Enjoy.